Hi, we're Jason and Ali Shields and we lead Liberty Church here in Mid-Ulster.
And we've been married for 24 years and we've lived in India. We were involved in church ministry for 5 years in India, and then we led a church down in Dublin for 11 years, and now we're in Mid-Ulster and we're leading Liberty Church for the last 5 years.
So this is the loft. This is where Liberty Church effectively began. We began shortly before meeting in this hall, in this premises here in Castledawson for a few years. We're still a young church, but we're excited to be moving on into a slightly larger premises in Cookstown. But we've made so many wonderful relationships and God has done such amazing things in this premises. Community is about people's lives. And we want to take a little bit of time to share some stories with you about how God has been rewriting people's lives over the last few years.
Hello, my name is Taryn Shields. I am 20 years old and I study social work at Queen's University. So I grew up in a really cool family. My dad is the pastor of this awesome church. But whenever I was 12 years old, I unfortunately went through a really traumatic event. A guy a few years older than me sexually abused me, and it was really the start of kind of a spiral of hurt and anger and different emotions, which actually led to about 7 years of quite severe depression and anxiety. Last year, it was actually this day last year, I was hospitalised. I self-harmed to the point and that was probably the lowest I've ever been this day last year. My sister, she came and I would say that she rescued me that night, and I went to hospital, and that was kind of the beginning of where my life started to turn around. I started to draw in closer to my family and my friends, and I started to actually search for God again. I would say the start of this year was really a big change for me. My dad organises a really cool advance where we get churches together from around Northern Ireland, and also like England, and even South Africans come to it. I had this incredible vision with God, and together me and him really worked it out. And I was able to just run into his arms and just invite him back into my life. And from that day, I mean, my life has never been the same. I haven't stopped laughing and smiling. Ultimately, I needed Jesus, and having Jesus in my life, I will tell the whole world that is what they need, because this is the only thing that brought me true freedom. My life has completely changed since then. So now I'm here and I am in Liberty, love Liberty. I'm actually in the worship team and I've joined King's Kids and different things like that, and I'm just ready to give God my all, so that's me.
Jessica's job, she's like waffling. How I got to come to meet God was back in 2009. I was a drug addict at that point. I was a criminal. My wife, Magella, spoke to me that I want to go to church one time. Somebody had a word for me. Now, I'd never been in a church where church was a spirit-lived church. At that point I realised God was doing something in my life. If Jesus can flip it around, take me from a hellhole and flip it around to blessing me with a beautiful home, children, a business, all in the space of 9 years. 10 years. I'm looking forward to see what the next 10 years is going to be like.
We've just started on our journey in Liberty 3 years ago, my husband and my 3 children. I'm 4th on the way. I find the church to be very free and just very family orientated, and me and my husband both love it, so this is our 3rd year in it, and we're just so excited to step into this new venture with Liberty. I just love the fact that it's a very family orientated church, and they're full of support 24 hours a day. They're not just church on a Sunday, they're church every single day of the week. I just love this church so much.
I just like to share what Liberty impacted in my life. And now at the minute that we're doing life groups, and it's really challenging me to go deeper in relationship, because as with my past, I wanted to hide from people, but God is changing my life in Liberty to go deeper in relationship with people, so people's life can be changed.
Me and Jimmy Lee started going to Liberty, and from there on we just grew. Pretty cool, a lot different for Christianity than what I was used to. But it showed love. Love was very evident from when we walked into Liberty.
Hi, I'm Aisling.
And I'm Dan.
And we both go to Liberty Church. What I really love about Liberty is the fact it's non-denominational, so it doesn't matter what sort of background you came from, whether it be Catholic, Protestant, Jewish, it really doesn't matter. Just come as you are and you will be so welcome.
Through this church has helped me reevaluate myself. It's helped me reevaluate a lot of my priorities and a lot of what my way of approaching things. And I just feel that it's a space where it's a celebration of people.
My journey at Liberty started when Casey was in my belly. I can remember the first day coming along and everyone was just so welcoming, and the next week I came, actually they all had a lovely little baby shower for me, and I just thought, wow, this is so different. I've never been to a church where people are like this and showing so much love and so much care.
Over the past couple of months, I've also been getting counselling for anxiety and stuff like that. Going and getting counselling has really showed me how vital and necessary it is for everybody. And that's something we're really passionate about at Liberty too. We really want to be a hub for people where they can come and they can have someone to be a listening ear. We also were going to start this language project with refugees in our area. Yeah, it's going to really bring them dignity, teaching them a language and helping them to integrate into the community. And they're a part of our community now, so we need to be reaching out and supporting them and getting alongside. So we're super excited for our language project to start.
I'm just excited to see how I'll grow more within the next while, and how things in my life will change.
We are seeing lives transformed by the power of the gospel and the power of the Holy Spirit, and we believe it's only the beginning and that God has so much more for the Mid-Ulster community. We hope that you would feel welcome as you walk through the doors of this church and to know that you matter to God and that you matter to us.